of seconds. Right, we're live on YouTube. So good evening, my name is Emilio, and today in Talk and Talk, we're gonna discuss a little bit about feedback. We're gonna continuing our last conversation. We engaged so much on it, so I think it would be interesting to discuss it again. Márcio, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Márcio Nunes. I'm 45 years old. I live in my city called de Linhares, in the state of Espírito Santo. I'm work with quality control in the industry near with me. This year, I intend work a lot for developing my English and my Spanish too. That's it.
Very nice, very nice. Do you work in oil and gas industry, right? Or not?
Not yet. I'm working
Oh,
in the
you
industry
intend
near with
to
me, but
okay,
this years I intend to replace to work. I'm looking for one opportunity
awesome.
inside the petroleum platform in the sea, in the oil and gas.
Interesting. Very good, very
Work
nice.
every day in the LinkedIn about it.
Okay. Thanks for sharing, Márcio. So, Jairo, please introduce yourself.
So I'm living here in São Paulo. I've been learning English here since last year, a little bit more than that. And what else? I'm living with my dog, two cats, and I'm here to learn English and, meet new friends.
Perfect. This is the right place to do it. Karina, please, your turn.
Um, hello, my name is Karina. I live in Biritiba Mirim. It's a small city in São Paulo. I'm a software engineer. I live in a farm. I love pets. I have 10 dogs and 5 cats and
Wow.
some birds too.
Wow.
In my free time, I like to play with them and read books, watching some movies, and I would like to work abroad, so I need to improve my English communication. I think it's about
Wow.
me.
Perfect. Very healthy routine. Awesome, awesome. Thanks a lot, Karina. How about you, Mel? Please.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Loud and clear.
great. I'm testing a new thing here, so that's why I asked. I'm El Tavares. I'm from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages. I like going to the beach and riding a bike and eating. I love eating and I love animals too. That's it about me.
Thanks. Perfect. Thanks a lot, guys. So in this conversation, we're going to continue in the last conversation. We engaged so much on it, so I think it will be interesting to maintain the same topic. So, in this conversation, I always like to create new questions from your feedback, from your answer. So to maintain, warm the conversation, more fast, more dynamic. So I think will be interesting to maintain this synergy. Okay. But let's start from the first question. What types of feedback do you like to receive? Okay, I will change a little bit. What type of feedback do you like to receive? Very direct or smooth? Like, very friendly or no, right on the point, straight to the point. Let's start with Jairo.
I just want to say something. Can you send the questions here again? Because I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Jairo,
Yeah.
please.
What type of feedback? Yeah. Like my style is like more directly, but I like to receive directly ones. So, but it depends of the situation. Sometimes you need to contextualize a little bit what is happening and why you are giving a feedback for someone. So usually my style is, please go ahead and be direct. What you were expecting that I couldn't achieve, or what kind of expectation do you have? For me, it's more like that, but I understand that it depends of the person. Sometimes the person wants to give you a whole history why he or she is telling you something. But my style, 100%, I prefer something very direct and straight to the point.
Awesome. Thanks. Márcio, how about you?
For me, it's the same. I prefer the feedback directly for me about the content or your vision. When you talk with me, I hear you. I try absorb. I forgot absorb your feedback and work about the improve this point. Nowadays is common, a lot of people about the feedback about your life. It's necessary to separate the person have experience, have in Portuguese, bagagem for the give feedback for you. Another person about talk talk a lot, not have consistency. The feedback is a good point when the person know about talk.
Awesome.
You have a possibility to improve yourself. In my opinion, that's
Yeah.
it.
No, very good. Very good. I totally agree, because I think if the people really know you, they can send a good feedback, based on your background. So you're very, adapted. Mel, how about you? What's your style?
Just like Marcio and Jairo, for me, I like to go straight to the point and not the person. I would like the person to do that to me, because I don't like much flowers and all of that things, So I just, okay, you wanna say something? Just say something that to me straight in my face, so I can, try to get better if that's a constructive feedback, or if it's not, I'll just hear it, listen to it, and just go out. Don't I won't pay really attention to that, because I know that's not going to make me grow. That's not going to make me develop myself.
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. It's interesting. But Karina, how about you? What's your style?
Yes, I like receiving negative and positive feedback because it's helping me improve and reflect about my habits or behaviors. And to now, the vision that person has about me. And I like it to receive the feed forward too. Feed forward is a feedback, think about the future, because I think
Wow.
this type of feedback help to and help other people to have a direction in your career or in your personal life too.
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. I ask that because, sometimes the people do not, they are not welcome to receive direct feedback, like, kind of, who are you to say that? Like, it's like that. So, my next question will be, do you like more receive or give feedback? And do you think you are good on it? Two questions. Hard question. Mel, you can start with this question.
I can say, like, for me, it's better to to receive, I'd say, even though I like to give feedback, because that these feedbacks can make me grow up, can make me develop myself and think differently than what I thought that would be. But it's not the way I thought, and that's okay. I can learn. I can change of mind. I can, do many things. So that's it. And yeah, what was the second
The
question?
second question, if you
Yeah.
feel that you are good on it or not.
Yeah, I think I'm good because I try to pay as much attention on the people as I can. So when I look up at a person, I I try to find these points that the person could get better. And if I have the opportunity, I'm going to say that, of course, in a good way, in a conversation like this, not just point the finger at your face and saying you did that wrong. No, I don't think it's like that. And I think we can have a good conversation just talking about feedbacks. So that's something that not everyone can do. Some people just point the finger at your face and say everything that they want to say and doesn't even think about you. But it's not like that, I'd say.
Okay. Well, I think this kind of conversation is very interesting because you are saying and answering the things, and I'm just thinking, oh my God, this I would like to ask that or these great different questions. But okay, let's move forward. Márcio, how about you?
In my case, I prefer to give a feedback for another person because I need to know this person. I to give my feedback when I happen in this situation. I to give one feedback for another person before I see the situation, analyze it, after I give it the feedback because it is necessary to know about you talk for another person because I want to help another person improve, not I forgot atrapalhar. E for me, I prefer to give a feedback. Another question continues the question. I don't understand.
If you do you consider yourself good giving feedback?
Yeah, I consider myself
Do you feel
one.
that the people like?
Yeah, because when in my case is more common. I give the feedback for my son, my daughter, my wife, my brothers, and my sister. Another person I don't know about your life. I don't. I have intention the involve about your problems. I have in my
Okay.
family. It is necessário I give a feedback because I have more age, I have more experience. Is
Experience. Yeah.
necessário. One moment, stop, sit down. This I give you one feedback because about my experience, I can help the person
Yeah.
more young, not commit the same wrong. It is
Okay.
common in my family when I have the opportunity to give a
Okay.
feedback.
But sometimes we need to commit this kind of mistake to to understand a lot of. Okay, but I brought this topic because I think we do not have kind of the mentor here in Brazil. It's not common. We have a mentor, a person, abroad they have a lot, seniors that can conduct the students, young professionals and so on. But here in Brazil, we do not have. So I think it's cultural, right? So we can improve talking about it and trying to, because I think this person needs to think as a group, how to grow as a group. So we need to pay attention on the communication styles and the way, the feeling, the behavior. So Karina, how about you?
like to receive feedback because I know, no, because to know where I can improve both professionally and personally. And this helps me get to know people's view of me and reflect on what I can improve. This also helped me with my self-knowledge, uh, self self-knowledge, and be more confident about my actions too.
Okay. And but you don't like to give feedback, right?
I give you when it's necessary, but I prefer no because when I
Okay.
give you a feedback, I'm very uh, true with the people, and something is a worst thing the people.
Can cause more problem than help.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's fair. Jair, how about you?
Yeah, I think from my perspective, one important thing is to understand where we should expect feedback or not. Like for me, feedback is more related to one specific situation or a specific scenario. Let's say, for example, talk and talk where people is not, let's say, allowed to correct other persons. So I'm talking about something and then I mention something like I pretend to do something, which is wrong because the word pretend is not correct. Let's say that someone correct me and the a manager or something of TNT goes to you and say, I'll give you a feedback, Wendell. Do not correct people here. What it means that in this environment, we expect one specific behavior, but that's not something that I'm thinking. That's not something that I think that you should behave or something like that. That's the rule here. So feedback for me is like, what is the rule of the company? What is the rule of this family? What is the rule of this relation? You know, so what is the rule?
Oh,
So I'm expecting to have this kind of I'm sorry, I respect to receive this kind of behavior. So once I'm in this position where I understand what is happening, I understand what is expecting from me in the environment. Now I can give you feedback and receive feedback because I know the rules, you know. So sorry. So I think like feedback is not something that I think is right. Feedback is related to the situation. So the situation there drives your feedback. There's no right and wrong feedback. There is just feedback that correct you to the right direction of the company, of the relation, or anything else.
okay. And do you think you are good
Yeah,
giving
in
feedback?
this scenario, I'm very good because I don't know what is
Yeah,
expected. You know.
you yeah you brought a interesting point. Like you okay, no, I will create a different question here
All
based on
right.
your answer. What is feedback for you, right?
What is?
What is you explained,
Yeah.
right? Oh, thanks a lot. So Mel, what's feedback for you? Let's make this conversation broader.
Feedback is an information that you get about your people, that people give to you about yourself, about what you can do better, what you did in a good way. So it's an information about you, about something that you did or should do, or that thing.
Okay, okay. Márcio, for you, what do you think?
Feedback, I think, is one opinion about when I realize one activity. The opinion about the is good or is bad. This one I forgot avaliação about this development. When I said is necessary the person having a experience about the talking about the feedback, because when you know about the content, it is more easy the feedback and to show when another person is a good or is bad. I think it is one I forgot avaliação about the your job, your study, your life, and another thing.
Okay,
That's it.
okay, okay. And Karina, what do you think?
I think feedback is a type of evaluation to the behavior or how to the person is how the comportment the behaviors and how to the people can improve your ability uh, your actions or your habits too and think about in things about that normally we can see and what the points normally people's or uh, the leaders to available the person. Normally, when I learn a new engineer, I talk about these points because I think it's very important to to give a direction and to uh, how to I speak the word in English. Uh, how to conduct in your day. I think it.
Okay, okay. Your vocabulary is very interesting. Uh, well, you know, I was thinking here that about what Jairo says, and this is my opinion. One thing is correcting, you know, some mistakes and try to drive some situation and so on. And other thing is understanding a future scenario. And in this perspective that I consider the feedback important, like to conducting understanding that, for example, I have the background in the experience to sometimes to help you to improve a lot on way or not, it's not about, oh, you need to do this or that, and more about, can you understand the scenario, how you can connect the stuffs. It's kind of, I think conduct is a very good word to say, you know, related to this topic, because it's kind of conduct scenarios, like, you know, sometimes to offer this kind of this kind of background. I think is transferring, exchanging experience. I think we, you know, and understanding that we can grow as a group, right? So, for example, here we have some rules, okay, and we need to follow. But for example, based on my experience learning English, I can, you know, try thinking about this, you know, thinking about that, you know, some information, some manners to think. But the next question will be, how can we give an effective feedback? Okay, what's the point you think it's important to give an effective feedback? Okay, because here I think we are saying just, you know, about the feedback itself, but now we're gonna thinking about the communication. For example, Karina brought an interesting point that sometimes she doesn't like to give feedback because okay. So how can we do it? Mel, please.
I think that's a little bit of what I said. Like, if we're going to give a feedback to someone, it's about the person. So it's our opinion, our point of view about the person. So we have to pay attention to the person's behaviors. So I think that's the most important thing, the main point to be able to give a feedback. Because if you don't pay attention to the person, that is the feedback to who you are giving, it's not a fact like you just think something and just say to anyone here in the class. So no, you have to pay attention, you have to be aware of what the points that the person can be better, for example, are, and then you internalize that and can say in a better way, in a good way, in a conversation just like this, not being rude at the same time, just explaining your point of view, and maybe telling some things that they can do to get better, not just to point it the things, but just give some examples for to get better in the practice way.
Okay. In your opinion, being rude is effective in in some situation. What do you think? You know, is there any situation where being rude is interesting?
I don't think so, but I think when it happens, if the person has a mindset that okay, that the person said that even though it was in a rude way, the person said that, so why did I say that? I have so they can, even though the bad situation, the person being rude, they can understand and try to think more about it. So even though it doesn't matter the way the information come to us, but if that comes to us and now we are aware of that, now that's something we can at least stop a little bit and try to think why the person did said that to me. If the person said that to me, there must be a reason. They wouldn't probably just say anything like that and just to anyone. So I have to think a little bit more about that.
Wow, yeah, interesting. Okay, Jairo, how about you? What's your point on it?
Well, the last part of the question, I think, at least for me, is sometimes it happens with me, like my brothers. It depends of where I am. Of course, it doesn't happen in work environment, but with my friends, for example, they give me a feedback such as, don't do this shit again. Like, don't do that, bro. Why are you doing something? Like, they are very, let's say, unpolite, straight to the point. Most of the time saying things that in a work environment is considered rude, but because it's rude and it's said by a friend, it affect me in a different way, which makes me, oh, I think you are right, like, instead of just being polite. So it depends of the context. At least that's for me. I don't see like my friends say, oh, Jairo, you know what?
Okay.
And very calmly, relaxing way. No, they are directly and most of the time saying things like, don't do that shit, man. What you're doing. So that's fine, and that's fine. It works for me. That's their way to give me feedback. But in work environment, that's another environment with different rules. So it must be constructed step by step. So it depends of the scenario. That's the second part of the question. The first part was I forgot the
Something that you consider important to give an effective feedback.
Well, I think where you're gonna give the feedback, I don't think you should give feedback in person, like in front of others. Um, that's difficult, but I think also that you cannot use your own personal thoughts about the person. Let's say that you're giving a feedback for someone else. You shouldn't. At least, that's my perspective. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right, but I don't think that you should say something. I think or something, because feedback. Let's say in companies environment in general. Uh, the feedback is not related to what I'm thinking. Here we are talking about what is the expectation of your job? What is the job description? You are doing it right or not? What is missing? Just that. If I don't like I don't like your tattoos. I don't like your hairstyle. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. So it depends. But I would say not give feedback in front of the others. Don't say things like I think. That's my point of view, because that's not a personal thing. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay, good points, good points. Márcio, your turn
Yeah,
to enrich.
yeah, I think you to give one effectivity feedback, you need to have a content about the topic, the subject. For example, here in Talk and Talk, a lot of people study English. A lot of people start your study here. The old person here is common. To give a feedback another person because he have more experience, have more content. It is you have a possibility to give you a feedback, effective feedback, because uh, you know about the subject. In my work, for example, I have more experience. When I work with another person, it's common. I talk about your work, your activity, a little feedback. Yeah, about the life in general, here in my family, in different moments. I to give you a feedback because I have more experience. I have content about it. It is when you have content, you can the effective feedback. In my
Okay.
opinion.
Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Yeah. I was thinking here about the communication. For example, I'm from Goiás, but now I'm living in Rio, and it's totally different. Totally different. The people talking, saying stuffs. And I lived in São Paulo, totally different. So this is so interesting because for me it's kind of anthropological studies, like, trying to compare the people, working. So I've been thinking a lot about communication, like this child, how, if we want to reach some point, how can we, you know, proceed to get it better in demand and so on. So, but thanks for sharing, Marcio and Karina.
Endel,
Go
this
ahead.
interesting you talk. For example, in my case, I lived during 7 years in the Paraná state. And there, the people, a lot of different, the communication different, culture different. The same country here in Brazil, but is different. The weather, the culture. When you involve for another culture, another people different, you know que this take care about your talk. Is necessary know more about the people. Is a good experience when you have a possibility to live in different place. About you develop yourself more.
I totally agree. And I think it's totally aligned with what with Mel brought, like it's personal. For example, if I'm talking to people here, it's totally different when I'm talking to the people, in Goiás, for example. The people is more, friendly, welcoming, and it's very, It's a kind of, and he is very tough. Hey, even the tone of the voice is different. So this is interesting. But Karina, how about you?
Mm, I think that for effective feedback, the person must be willing to listen to what we have to say. And the way the person gives this is also very important. Uh, I think that when we are true, and justify our point of view, this make the person have more credibility in relation to what we are saying, and also has a very better understanding too. I think it.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Guys, let me explain this kind of cultural insights. Uh, in Goiás, the people care a lot about other person. Like, oh, I don't want to cause problem, so I care a lot about your feeling. The people used to do it. In here, it's different. It's a kind of different. People kind of say and go ahead, straight to the point, and I don't care. Next step. That's it. So here it's kind of different when we are talking to some people because you can cause problem very easily. You can cause problem easily. And if one people here talking to a people from other state, it's worse, even worse. For example, a part of my family from Minas came to here and, was terrible. They were, they became very sad. Oh, they are, treating me very bad and so on. And I needed to explain that, man, huge and yen is totally different. So be prepared to to talk and to learn as well. But it's interesting. I love it. Guys, well, I think we have time. So the next question, I like this topic because, we do not need follow the questions, that I create and so on. So it's very natural, organic communication. The next question will be, what do you do? What you have done to improve yourself? Considering that you do not have a person to give you feedback, right? So to maintain yourself updated. Márcio, please.
For me, I keep my update, my develop myself about my goals in the future, because I study about it. I need to develop myself more. This moment, I need work a lot because I don't wait the feedback. Uh, I said I have more experience. E this study the strategy about my future. This is necessary work a lot about this goal. I said here in talking in another image. Now, this moment, my focus to get one work inside the petroleum platform. This is necessary finally my graduation, developing my English about the this moment about the Venezuela, Esequibo, the Petrobras company start the business in the Guyana and the another
Exactly.
places.
I was about to say that to you, to give
The,
this information.
the,
The equatorial margin,
yeah, yeah.
is the hot topic.
Yeah, this I started study Spanish too because there is necessary the Spanish. This strategy work a lot.
Perfect.
In the futuro, my God, open the door about it. But
Exactly. Yeah.
it's necessary prepare. It is for me my strategy about to develop myself. Focus in my goals in the future. Analyze when is necessary develop about to get in the future to get this position or another thing. E work there about it. This is my
Awesome,
strategy.
awesome. This is the time, yeah. You know, I've been researching on the Pressol in Rio, so I've been discussing a lot it as well, like the equatorial margin, because it's the new play.
Yeah, I believe the next year highlight these activities for that.
Exactly. Well, let's move. Mel, please share with us some tips how to maintain yourself updated.
For me, it's like do everything that I can to improve myself in many different ways. So it's not just one thing. So I last weekend I just made a training like about the legendagem. So it's different for me, but I just
Wow.
wanted to keep it updated. And it was nice because I thought it was much more difficult than I discovered it was. And for me that was amazing. So having courses of introduction, translation, that is the area that I want to follow with the languages just by trying to speak many languages. So right now I'm studying English, French, and German. So just doing everything that I can. I'm trying to learn how to drive too. So do everything literally that I can. And even though it's just in Portuguese, everything that can agregar to my life, to be a better person, to be a re- required person, like a competent person in the professional life, personal life, everything. So I think that's the main point, to focus on ourselves and to keep you updated. So, just talking by people, I think that networking is amazing to keep you surrounded by people that will make you grow up too, and just like that. And here is an amazing place to have this networking and to grow with everyone that has the same purpose, I'd say.
Exactly. I have some question. What's your degree first? What's your degree? And the second is, what's your biggest problem? Do you consider the problem, of course, studying three languages at the same time?
Degree is like college, like that. uh,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I just finished like high school. I'm 18, I'm
All right.
young, so
Okay.
I
Wow,
didn't start
awesome.
the college yet, but I'm probably going to follow this like by studying letras. I don't know, maybe that can help me
Perfect.
in the area.
Okay.
And by managing that, I think here in Talk and Talk, I'm giving the priority to the English, but also I'm trying to get back to French because I stopped a little bit, and the German is still at the beginning, but I'm trying to use it the most that I can. And like the phone is already in German, so everything that I can to keep me surround languages is helping me.
Okay. Nice. Very interesting. Um, Karina, how about you? How I forgot the question. Okay. How you maintain yourself updated?
In many moments, I reflect on my action and the feedback that my friends give me to be better, and uh, I try to practice this. Um, and I started to participate of meetups, and
Great.
there is a good experience because I'm actually a new technologies and I have networks, and there I started to be a mentor and give advices to other women or other peoples how to start in the technology. And this comportment is helping me to be better in my communication, my positions, and in my work too. I think actually I feel better and more confident too.
Wow, this is nice. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I will answer, to maintain myself updated. I'm learning about the equatorial margin. That's, the same Márcio has done. And the second, I will learn how to dance baile charme. In Rio. I think it will maintain myself updated, in terms of body language. And I think because, Mel brought at this point, I think we need to expose ourselves to a lot of different, information. All the things is information. All the things. All the things. So I think it's important to, be refreshed by this kind of environment. Jairo, how about you? Share with us some tips.
First, I need to mention that I didn't know about equatorial march. I'm searching a little bit here. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
it's a oil gas play, a new oil gas play, more bigger than Presol, or Black Gold,
yes.
is
I see.
is
Yeah,
a
but
lot of bigger.
Brazil is not allowed to export yet. Is that right?
Yeah, this is the problem that we are facing.
Mm.
But
Amazon, there is
because
something related to Amazon's
the
river.
Amazon, exactly,
Um,
exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know. Interesting.
It's
That's
about the
why.
economy. It's about the economy as well,
Yeah,
because, for
yeah.
example, our economic balance now is balanced by the Prosol money as well. So we can, kind of
Mhm.
work with it. But I think in the next 2 or 3 years, the Prosol is almost over.
Yeah.
So, the price of the things in Brazil will increase a lot. So we have this
That
new play.
that could be a very good alternative, right? To especially for us in Brazil, like the gasoline, in general is very expensive.
Especially,
So imagine in
yeah.
the future without Persol, what will happen?
Yeah, in the region, for example, the economic development in the region, like infrastructure and so on. So I think
Mhm.
would be, the northwest. And
Interesting. Right, good. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do, like talk with people in different places. I cannot have like all informations at once. So when I'm in a conversation, I get these kind of inputs from people like you and the other friends here. So I'm trying to search and know a little bit what is happening in other fields of the world, let's say. So talk with people about different scenarios, different courses, language, or anything else is one of the things that I'm doing to keep myself updated with what is happening in the world. Being talk and talk, to be honest, it's been very interesting. I see and listen different perspective, which makes me to think about different topics. So I like it. Yeah, and I'm this kind of person that don't stop to study. I've studied different fields, like things related to my career, but I'm study um how to cook, how to in English. I don't know if you know the name of marcenaria in English, but how to do things
okay,
with wood, so
okay,
it's been very nice to have this kind of knowledge. So yeah, I'm doing different
okay.
things to
Improving your
keep.
creativity.
Yep.
Um, well, what's your field like?
Business administration, like administration.
Business. So I
Yeah.
would say other very interesting information. Here in Brazil, the companies in terms of mining, they are trying to find the critic minerals,
Mhm.
as the minerals used in technology. So we have a lot of this, minerals here as well.
There's
rare,
one.
rare earths, copper, and lithium.
Yeah, there's one quite new. Read the name of it. Let me see if I remember. One second.
Guys, while he's researching,
Nióbio.
niobium, yeah. Niobium is kind of, how can I say, overrated. Niobium
Really?
is overrated. Yeah, really. Because we have some minerals cheaper than niobium and we can replace. So do that, Brazilians is not the biggest, the people, niobium is better than gold, it's better than, it's
Yeah,
not, it's not true.
got it.
It's just merchandising. Guys, we have 5 minutes. What we can do? Karina, what we can do with 5 minutes? Message. Okay, we have now a lot of people watching us on YouTube. Do you know it? A lot of people. So you need to give a feedback to the people that are watching us in this moment, right now. Okay? Márcio, you can, you can do it first.
Finally
The feedback to the people, yeah.
Yeah. The feedback, one feedback for my friend Karina is a good when you take care a lot of pets, dogs and cats. Nowadays, not is
This is
common.
nice.
The person take care a lot of pets is a good example.
Perfect. Yeah, this is really nice, really interesting. Yeah, because yeah. Mel, how about you? Feedback for the people that are watching us. But here you can do it as well, if you want, of course.
Okay. I can say for the people like who are watching us, like if you're watching this, you have already gave a step to learning English, to watching, to being in contact with the language. And to somebody here, Marcio, I can say that he's we can know, we can see that he has many experiences. And one thing that I didn't say until now, but that I like about it, is that he says yeah, just like in German. So he doesn't say yeah or yes. So I like that. It's different, and I like it.
Yeah, very interesting. Jairo, how about you? Your feedback to the people or here or to, I don't know,
To the millions of people
to
that
the
is
million of people,
watching.
yeah,
All right.
Chinese people that are
Of
watching us
course.
right now. Right,
Okay. Yeah. I think don't miss opportunity to learn something new. I think Talk is one of those opportunities where you can learn English, but also learn other things like we were just discussing. So yeah, try to take advantage of all opportunities you have to learn something new.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Karina, you will finish.
I think I would like to to talk. The guys, it's important to take the risk of connecting with other people in other languages, because we grow and learn a lot. And I think it's a good opportunity too.
Very good. So, we have our feedback here. Oh, but it's not working, or no. I have feedback to the people are watching us right now. That is, drink water, sleep well. Drink water, sleep well. Pay attention a lot. Pay attention. Guys, the link to the feedback of this conversation, okay, was really awesome. I love this kind of thing. And I hope to see you in the next week, right? Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.
Thank you.
See you. Thank you.